Hey guys, what's up? I'm Shay. I'm really struggling with the lighting right here. It kind of gets really bright and then normal, so I'm really sorry about that. Um, then you guys have noticed that my house isn't the greatest with lighting. Also, I dyed my hair finally burgundy. It's kind of more red than anything, but whatever. So today I want to have a story time because I've had story times. I just never labeled it as a story time. And my story is going to be about my prom experience. So, I graduated high school years ago. This isn't recent at all, it's like 8 years old. But I really felt the need to share it because it's actually like a lesson to be learned and a lesson that I did learn, and that hopefully, if there's any, youngins watching, not that I would expect that, but if there's anybody who's watching who is planning on going to prom next year or whatever, because I know that this year prom didn't happen and I'm really sorry about that. I'm hoping that you will learn this lesson from me. So let me just get started with my story. All right, so my senior year, I had a boyfriend, and I thought that this boyfriend and I were gonna be good all throughout the year. We went to homecoming together, and that was amazing. And I thought that it was gonna be the same for prom. Unfortunately, I was wrong, and he broke up with me. I don't remember exactly when, but I think it was really, really close to the school year ending and to us graduating. So, as you guys can probably assume, I was really devastated. I'm a hormonal, immature 17, 18-year-old. I'm devastated. I'm a devastated high school girl who is heartbroken and thinks the world is gonna end. So, that happens. And then I noticed when all of this happened that my ex was talking to this girl a lot, and I built it up in my head that they had something going on, even though people would tell me it was nothing, that they were just friends, and he himself would be like, oh, we're just friends. And long story short, all I did was I asked him, I was like, please, whatever you do, don't take her to prom. Like, just don't. Week later, I'm walking to the gym and I see this big ass crowd just like cheering and woo and clapping and stuff. And it's my ex asking that girl to prom with a bouquet of flowers and a sign, pretty much how he asked me to homecoming. So I was like, all right, you know, devastated once again. I'm pretty sure I cried, whatever. And then at that time, I was like really upset. So I decided that I was not gonna go to prom. I was like, screw this. I'm done. Like, I'm not going. Screw the rest of senior year. It sucks. My life sucks. It's the end of the world, typical teenager shit. And, my friends were like, no, like, let's all go to prom together. Like, we'll all go on our own and have a great time. We can rent a limo or whatever. Like, let's just go to prom together. And I was like, no, like, I'm done. Like, I'm over it. I'm not gonna go to prom. All this stuff, throwing a big old fit. And then a few days later, I was asked to prom. I was asked to prom by a classmate. And, he was actually a friend of mine who I had known since middle school. And I said yes. I said yes because I was like, whatever. I'm gonna get over my little bitch fit, my little immature moment, and I'm gonna go to prom and I'm gonna try to enjoy it as much as I can. Well, plot twist. I did not enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it because of me. It wasn't anything that had to do with my date, and this is where the lesson starts and where I want to talk to you guys about just screw a high school relationship, okay? Unless this is your high school sweetheart and you absolutely know it in your heart that you guys are gonna last and be together, oh my god, stay single during high school, please. Because what I did was, instead of enjoying my prom date with my date and my friends, I chased after my ex the whole night. I was like, I want to dance with him. I want him to see how good I'm looking. I want him to, like, tell me he regrets it and he wants me back. And I just, psycho shit that I made up in my head that was not gonna happen. But because I, was dumb, and in that age I thought that it was. So there I go, chasing my ex all night, forgetting about my date. I only have two pictures from prom, which is this one and this one. That's all the pictures I took. I remember my date was looking for me, asking around where I was at, and I was nowhere to be found. My friend from high school ended up having to dance with him that night because I was just like not having it. And you know, fast forward to now, to being an adult, I'm not completely matured yet. I don't think any of us ever fully mature, if I'm being quite honest. We all have our moments, even during our adult days, sorry. But now that I'm more grown and that I look back to all that, I really do regret it. Like, I don't regret many things in my life because I feel like everything happens for a reason and everything is a lesson to be learned. But this is not a lesson that I wanted to teach myself. I didn't want to have to feel like the snobbiest person in the world because I'm not that person. Like, I'm not the type of person to belittle someone or to make somebody feel terrible. Like, I became that high school girl that you guys see in movies that is just so awful and is such a bully to people, and it's like, I'm much better than you. You know, I'm not saying that those were the thoughts that were running through my head at all. Like, they weren't. I got so, like, just dumb. Like, I was dumb, and it really was not worth it because, you know, once we walked that graduation stage, it was like I never ever talked to my ex again. I never saw him again, and it was just like all those wasted emotions and all that wasted time was like really for no freaking reason. Like, yeah, there was a reason. It taught me a lesson, but at the same time it was like I was so shallow and so selfish, and it sucked because I totally ruined my friendship that I had with that guy. Like, I chose to just be really immature over having a cool friendship and a cool time at prom. Like, I think back to prom and I hated it. I hated prom. And I mean, that's not my opinion only. Like, I know that I messed it up for myself, but you know, a lot of my senior class, if you ask them how prom was, they all hated it. Like, our prom low-key sucked. The location was beautiful, but honestly, our, like, yeah, it sucked. But other than that, like, I look back to that and I just feel really stupid. And you know, this is why I wanted to film this video. It's, I know that, like, you know, it's just, it makes me look dumb and I am aware of that, but at the same time it kind of just reminds me of the fact that, you know, like, I've grown and obviously I would never do that again. And to this day, I don't understand why I did that. And all I can say was that because, you know, I was immature. I made a mistake by thinking that this guy that I was with genuinely liked me and genuinely cared for me, and he didn't. So, you know, I ruined a great friendship with somebody else over that, and that is a lesson that I am gonna take with me for the rest of my life. You know, even though it was just high school, and you know, even though like now high school isn't really anything but just a memory to me, and like, you know, a fun place to revisit every once in a while when like I want to think of my memories of when I was younger and life was, and you know, stressful and you know, whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, I don't think this was really supposed to be an entertaining story. This was just mainly supposed to be like, don't make the mistakes that I made, especially that one, because let me tell you guys, like, yeah, in a few years from now, high school will be really irrelevant. But the thing is, you want to look back and you want to say that like you had a great time, because I don't think my life has reached the ultimate, oh shit, this is hard level, but it's getting there. And when I look back to high school, I'm like, dude, we take high school for granted. Like, and that's like, we take so much for granted. And the thing that sucks too is like, not only did I ditch my friend, like, I didn't get to enjoy my prom with my friends. I don't remember really having a great time even with them. You know, I remember just being really stuck in my emotions, and I'm so sad because now we still all talk, we do, but it's like we've all just gone through different parts of life, and once in Philadelphia, and you know, once with, you know, her boyfriend here in SoCal, and the other one's with her boyfriend here in SoCal, and like I'm here, and it's just, yeah. So take it from me, just say no to high school relationships. They're not worth it at all, because years from now, when you're 8 years graduated from high school, you're gonna be like, bro, I should have just fucking stayed single. Like, damn, that was a waste of time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's just for fun and stuff. And I hope you guys learn from me and take it from me. And you know, don't be shallow, don't be selfish. Be that person who, you know, you want to think back and say, damn, I was a cool person. You know, even if you're not the most popular, the most known, like, you want to be somebody who leaves a good mark anywhere you go. So yeah, I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye.